to talk to you about communities within an ecosystem. An ecosystem is made up of living and non-living parts, and we refer to these as the biotic parts, which are the living parts, and the abiotic parts, which are the non-living parts. So in an ecosystem, we've got lots of different levels of organisation. The smallest part of an ecosystem is the individual. For example, an individual zebra. A population is lots of individual organisms that make up a single species, for example, a big group of lots of zebra. A community is made up of populations of different species. So you might have lots of different groups of the same species but in different areas, but together they make up that community. So a community is lots of different species in an area. So there's lots of competition for resources within an ecosystem. Organisms need resources for both abiotic and the biotic parts of an ecosystem to survive and to reproduce. But resources are not infinite. Different species and different individuals will compete for these resources. There's competition between light, for water and mineral ions from the soil, as well as for light and space. There's also competition between animals for food, mates, and also territory. So competition is between organisms for resources that they need to survive and reproduce. For plants, this could be things like water and mineral ions, light and space. And for animals, this is things like mates, territory, and food. So let's go over some examples of an type of ecosystem. So you could have a marine ecosystem. So if you imagine like a coral reef, this has got lots of different species in there and they're all competing. You could also get a savannah ecosystem. This would be something like in Africa where you might go on safari and you're going to have groups of elephants, lions, zebra, gazelles, and then also all the plant fauna like acacia trees and things like that. And the levels of an ecosystem are individuals, populations, and communities.